Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a story that has sent shockwaves through the world of football and beyond. A hypothetical, yet emotionally charged scenario that has gripped the imagination of fans. The idea of Cristiano Ronaldo quitting football live on air after a devastating personal loss involving his son and Irina Shayk. While this exact event has not unfolded in reality, the mere contemplation of such a heart-wrenching moment allows us to explore the incredible pressures, profound personal sacrifices, and deep emotional ties that define the life of a global icon like Cristiano Ronaldo. We're going to delve into the depths of what such a tragedy could mean for a man whose life has been meticulously crafted around his sport, his family, and his legacy. The career of Cristiano Ronaldo is nothing short of legendary. From his early days at Sporting CP, through his meteoric rise at Manchester United, his era-defining spell at Real Madrid, and his continued impact at Juventus and Manchester United again, Ronaldo has consistently defied expectations. He is a 5-time Ballon d'Or winner, a multiple Champions League victor, and a prolific goalscorer who has broken countless records. His dedication to the sport is unparalleled. His training regimes are legendary, his competitive spirit is ferocious, and his hunger for success seemingly insatiable. Football isn't just a profession for Ronaldo. It is his identity, his lifeblood, the very essence of who he is. Every moment on the pitch, every goal, every victory, has contributed to building a colossus of the modern game, a figure synonymous with excellence and triumph. His journey has been one of relentless pursuit, of pushing boundaries, and of achieving what many thought impossible. He has lived and breathed football, sacrificing personal comforts and enduring immense pressure to remain at the pinnacle of the sport for nearly 2 decades. His life has been a public spectacle, every move scrutinized, every performance analyzed. Yet he has always met these challenges head-on, driven by an internal fire that burns brighter than any spotlight. Amidst this glittering career, Cristiano Ronaldo's personal life has also been under constant scrutiny. The birth of his eldest son, Cristiano Jr., in 2010, marked a significant turning point. Ronaldo announced he would have full custody and chose to keep the mother's identity private, a decision that immediately thrust his family life into the spotlight. For years, the public wondered about the maternal figure in Cristiano Jr.'s life. During a significant period, from 2010 to 2015, the stunning Russian supermodel Irina Shayk was Cristiano Ronaldo's partner. She was often seen with young Cristiano Jr., appearing to have a warm and nurturing relationship with him. To many, she was the closest thing Cristiano had to a mother during those formative years. Her presence brought a semblance of a traditional family unit to Ronaldo's life, even with the unique circumstances surrounding Cristiano Jr.'s birth. Irina and Ronaldo's relationship was a high-profile affair, with countless paparazzi photos and magazine covers charting their journey. They were a power couple, captivating the world with their glamour and apparent stability. Irina's bond with Cristiano Jr. was frequently highlighted, making her an integral part of what the public perceived as Ronaldo's family life at the time. When their relationship ended in 2015, it was a major news event, leaving many to speculate about the reasons behind the split and its potential impact on Cristiano Jr. The media has often speculated about how Irina's departure might have affected the young boy, who by then was around 5 years old and had grown accustomed to her maternal presence. Now, let's consider the devastating hypothetical scenario, a profound personal tragedy involving Cristiano Jr. and Irina Shayk. While the specifics of such a tragedy are left to the imagination, we envision an event so catastrophic, so emotionally crippling, that it shatters the very foundations of Ronaldo's world. Perhaps a shared accident, an unforeseen illness, or any number of unthinkable events that would link the two in a moment of unbearable loss. The impact of losing a child is, for any parent, the most unimaginable pain. For Cristiano Ronaldo, whose life is so public, this pain would be magnified 1,000-fold by the relentless glare of the media. The grief would be personal, raw, and all-consuming, yet he would be forced to navigate it under the scrutiny of billions. The hypothetical loss of Cristiano Jr. would not just be the loss of a child. It would be the loss of a future, a legacy, and the very heart of his family. For Ronaldo, his children are his world, his motivation, and his reason for pushing beyond limits. Adding Irina Shayk to this tragic equation introduces another layer of complexity. Although their romantic relationship ended years ago, Irina was a significant maternal figure in Cristiano Jr.'s early life. If a hypothetical tragedy were to link her directly to the loss of his son, perhaps through a shared event or circumstances, the emotional toll on Ronaldo would be immeasurable. It would not only be the grief of losing his child, but potentially the resurgence of unresolved emotions, memories, and perhaps even a sense of shared responsibility or helplessness with Irina. This shared trauma could reopen old wounds, forcing them to confront a past relationship in the most horrific of present circumstances. The public, who had once seen them as a couple, would now witness them united in unimaginable grief, adding a poignant and tragic dimension to their intertwined history. The emotional devastation would be absolute, stripping away the layers of fame and fortune to reveal a man utterly broken by personal loss. The idea of this shared tragedy creates a powerful, gut-wrenching narrative, one that transcends the typical celebrity scandal and delves into the universal experience of human suffering and loss. Imagine the scene. A live television interview, perhaps after a crucial match, or a pre-scheduled appearance meant to discuss his future in football. The cameras are rolling, the lights are bright, and the world is watching. Cristiano Ronaldo, usually composed, confident, and meticulously presented, would appear visibly shaken, his eyes perhaps red-rimmed, his usual swagger replaced by a profound emptiness. The interviewer, initially expecting questions about tactics or transfer rumors, would quickly realize something is terribly wrong. As Ronaldo begins to speak, his voice might crack, his usual articulate delivery replaced by halting words. He would not be talking about football. Instead, he would speak of an unbearable loss, the tragic news that has ripped his world apart. The revelation that he has lost his beloved son, Cristiano Jr., in circumstances linked to Irina Shayk, would hang heavy in the air. The silence that follows would be deafening, broken only by his pained pronouncements. Then, with a final, heartbreaking resolve, he would make the announcement that would stun the world. He is quitting football. Not just retiring at the end of the season, but walking away, effective immediately, live on air. The decision, born out of pure, unadulterated grief, would be a testament to the fact that some losses are too profound for even the most driven individuals to overcome. His life's work, his passion, his identity, would suddenly seem utterly meaningless in the face of such a devastating personal tragedy. The ball, the pitch, the roar of the crowd, all of it would pale in comparison to the void left by his son. The cameras would capture every raw emotion. The tremor in his hands, the tears welling in his eyes, the final, resolute declaration that his priorities have irrevocably shifted. This moment would become etched in history, not as a footballing triumph, but as a stark, human tragedy, marking the end of an era driven by an unbearable loss. The impact would be immediate and global, a collective gasp from millions of fans realizing the depth of his pain and the weight of his decision. The immediate aftermath of such a dramatic announcement would be nothing short of chaotic. News channels across the globe would cut to live reports, pundits would struggle to articulate the enormity of the situation, and social media would erupt with a mix of shock, grief, and disbelief. Headlines would scream in bold letters, "Ronaldo quits football," or "The end of an era." For his clubs, past and present, the impact would be devastating. Sponsors, who rely on his image and global appeal, would face an unprecedented crisis. Teammates, coaches, and rivals would express their profound sorrow and support, struggling to comprehend a world without Cristiano Ronaldo on the pitch. The entire footballing world, from grassroots to the highest echelons, would feel the seismic shift. Matches would feel different, the competitive landscape forever altered by the sudden departure of one of its brightest stars. His absence would leave an unfillable void, a constant reminder of the tragedy that prompted his exit. The legacy he had meticulously built would suddenly be viewed through a new, somber lens, forever linked to this profound personal loss. The idea of a legend walking away at the height of his powers, not due to age or injury, but due to an unbearable personal tragedy, would become an enduring, poignant chapter in the annals of sports history, forever changing how we perceive the human behind the superhuman athlete. Beyond the immediate shock, the long-term impact on Cristiano Ronaldo's life would be immeasurable. Quitting football, his very identity, would force him to confront a life without the structured routine, the adulation, and the competitive drive that has defined him for decades. He would embark on a solitary journey of grief, attempting to find meaning and purpose in a world irrevocably altered by loss. His other children, Georgina Rodriguez, and his entire family would become his anchor, as they too grapple with the profound absence of Cristiano Jr. The public, initially consumed by shock, would eventually offer an outpouring of sympathy and respect, recognizing the depth of his sacrifice. While his footballing legacy would remain untouched, His personal story would become a testament to the fragility of life and the immense power of parental love. He might eventually find new passions, dedicate himself to charitable causes, or simply retreat from the public eye, seeking solace in privacy. But the shadow of that tragic day, the day he chose family over football, would forever shape his existence, transforming him from a global sports icon into a symbol of profound human resilience and enduring grief. His life would be a quiet battle for healing, a testament to the fact that even the greatest among us are not immune to the heart-wrenching realities of loss, and that sometimes, the greatest act of courage is to simply be human in the face of unbearable pain. In conclusion, while the scenario of Cristiano Ronaldo quitting football live on air after losing his son to Irina remains a hypothetical one, its contemplation reveals the immense emotional weight carried by global icons. It underscores the profound intersection of public life and private tragedy, and the devastating impact that personal loss can have, even on the most formidable individuals. Ronaldo's career is a testament to his dedication, but this hypothetical tragedy reminds us that beneath the superstar lies a human being with deep emotions and vulnerabilities. The imagined decision to walk away from his life's passion out of pure grief would not only be the end of an era in football, but a powerful, heartbreaking statement about the ultimate priority of family and the indelible pain of loss. It's a story that, though fictional, resonates with the deepest human emotions, forcing us to consider the man behind the legend. Thank you for joining us in exploring this poignant hypothetical. What are your thoughts on this scenario? How do you think such an event would impact the world? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more thought-provoking content.